I'm just a fat guy, and I got fat guy opinions. In fact, fat guys are very opinionated. And I'm here today to talk to you about the NFL MVP candidates for 2012. There's a lot of talk about Tom Brady, and Peyton Manning, and Matt Ryan, and J.J. Watt. Well, I'm going to give you my opinion on who should be the NFL MVP for the 2012 season as it stands during Week 14. But Peyton Manning's the man I'm going to talk about. 38 yards passing, 30 TDs, and 10 interceptions with an 82.4 QBR rating. And guess what? The Broncos got a 10-3 record. 10-3 already, Week 14. Listen, last year, 2011, the Broncos finished 8-8, won their division, won a playoff game against the Pittsburgh Steelers in fantastic fashion, and then went down in flames against the Patriots the very next game. Tebow was not the man for the Broncos. Peyton Manning has proven that he is an MVP, and in my opinion, the MVP of the NFL this season. Let's talk about Tom Brady. People want to talk stats. Tom Brady's got 35 yards passing through 13 games, 13 weeks of football. Granted, he's got to play this week still, so he's liable to catch up to Peyton Manning there. But he has 25 TDs and 4 interceptions. Now, 4 interceptions, that's impressive. 25 TDs, 3,500 yards, 4 interceptions. That's impressive. He's got a 79.6 QBR rating. I don't know how much that is important anyway. It's all about getting the win. And Tom Brady gets the win. However, Tom Brady doesn't do it by himself. And Peyton Manning doesn't either. He's got a solid team around him, has an excellent run game, has a pretty good, solid defense that gets it done. But Tom Brady, I think the Patriots would win without him. All I have to do is talk about Matt Castle a few years ago when Tom Brady went down Week 1 for the season, and the Patriots finished 11-5 because of Belichick. Belichick is an NFL genius. He's probably the smartest coach in the NFL. I'm not a Patriots fan. I'm just saying. The guy got it done with a scrub of a quarterback. He's going to get it done every year, no matter what. They finished 11-5 that year. Missed the playoffs because it's like one of the only times in the history of the NFL that an 11-5 team missed the playoffs, but did. Missed the playoffs, but 11-5 with a backup quarterback that now plays for Kansas City. He's not even starting. He's injured, I guess. But he was sucking it up before he went down with an injury. Matt Castle, not that great. Belichick, a great coach. Finds a way to get wins with the players he has. Tom Brady goes down with an injury. Patriots, probably still a playoff team. Probably still vying for the Super Bowl. Let me give you my backup candidate for MVP in the NFL this year. Ben Roethlisberger, Steelers. Listen, I'm not a Steeler fan. In fact, I'm a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan. That's who I am. Tampa Bay Bucks, go! They're doing well. They're 6-6. Better than my expectations. Actually, they could have been 8-4 if a couple of things went their way. Anyway, that's a sidebar. Ben Roethlisberger, his team's 7-5. Could be 8-4 or 9-3, but he went down with an injury, and now it's Charlie Batch. Charlie Batch can't move the football. Doesn't matter what team they're playing against. Charlie Batch has trouble getting the football down the field to the wide receivers. They've had some wide receiver injuries. However, Pittsburgh Steelers defense, fantastic. Keeps them in the game. Big Ben, though, I think, is the very picture of what an NFL MVP should be. MVP, let's spell it out. Most valuable player. It's not the guy with the best stats. Right now, in my opinion, that's Peyton Manning. Yeah, he's thrown 10 picks, but he's got 30 touchdowns. That's pretty doggone good. 10-3 in 13 games. 30 touchdowns. Pretty good. 3 touchdowns a game he's averaging. He's got 38 yards passing. Pretty doggone good. Listen, Ben Roethlisberger, 2,200 yards passing and change, almost 2,300. 17 TDs, 4 interceptions, a 71.8 QBR rating. However, he gets the job done. When the game is on the line, you want Ben Roethlisberger back there throwing the football. He scrambles. He keeps a play alive. He's moving around. His wide receivers are getting open. He makes a play. He gets his team in a scoring position. He scores. He wins. He's a winner. Ben Roethlisberger, when the chips are on the table, he performs. That can't be said about some of these other guys. Peyton Manning has a terrible playoff record. Terrible. One of the worst of all future Hall of Fame quarterbacks. He's only got one Super Bowl. Not that great. However, he's a fantastic regular season quarterback, and that's what the MVP is talking about, regular season. Lots of people were talking about Matt Ryan a few weeks because the Falcons were undefeated. Well, let me tell you something about Matt Ryan and the Falcons. How about Week 11 against the Arizona Cardinals? Matt Ryan's 5. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 interceptions against the Arizona Cardinals. And guess what happens? The Falcons still win that football game. Matt Ryan, 0 TDs that week, Week 11, and yet his team finds a way to win and wins that game against Arizona. Doesn't say much about Arizona that they couldn't get a win with their defense giving them 5 interceptions. Their offense, total disarray. However, Matt Ryan, not necessary to the Falcons having success. They are a super solid team. Good solid running backs, good solid defense, better than I expected. I'll give them that. And I think a capable backup can come into Atlanta and still have success and still be a playoff team despite Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan, solid quarterback, great quarterback. I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback. I'm just saying he is not the most valuable player to the Atlanta Falcons. Because if he goes down, they're still going to the playoffs. They're still doing damage in the playoffs. They may even still get to the Super Bowl. Who knows? I don't think they need Matt Ryan to get to the Super Bowl. I think the Broncos need Peyton Manning to get to the Super Bowl. I think the Steelers need Ben Roethlisberger to get to the Super Bowl. I don't think either of those teams get there without those two guys. Those are my picks for MVP in the NFL 2012 season. And then there's Andrew Luck. He's a rookie. However, look at where the Indianapolis Colts are, 8-4 through Week 14. Still have to play this week, but they're 8-4 through 13 weeks of football. That's pretty impressive. And especially since you have to look and see how terribly atrocious that Colts football team was last year. In fact, so bad, they were able to draft Andrew Luck, #1 overall, because they got the #1 pick because they were the worst team in the NFL last season. So let's see. Worst team to playoff contender, 1 season. Big reason, Andrew Luck. He's the major change to that team. There have been some other minor changes, but by and large, Andrew Luck is the man. He's the guy that's brought that team to where it is. He's a rookie. He makes rookie mistakes. He's got almost 3,600 yards passing, 17 TDs, but he's got 16 interceptions. That's a problem. He's a rookie. It's his first year in the NFL playing with NFL caliber defenses. He's going to make mistakes. Defenses are going to take advantage. He's still getting it done with 8 wins, 4 losses. 8 wins. They're 8 wins. Anyway, he's getting it done. He should be considered. I still think Peyton Manning. That's my say. I'm a fat guy. What do I know? I'm opinionated. That's what fat guys do. We have opinions. How about you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, leave comments and questions down below. If you have something you want my opinion on, let me know. I'll be checking. And if I like it, if I think I have an opinion about something you want to hear a fat guy give an opinion about, I'll give you my opinion. I'm just a fat guy.